Hello Capricorn, welcome to Serona Tarot. This is your monthly forecast for September 2020, general reading for Sun, Moon and Rising Capricorn. I'm just cleansing the area, your space. Okay, cross watchers are welcome. Genders are interchangeable. This is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Before we begin, a couple of things to be aware of. On the 2nd of September, we have the full moon in Pisces, okay? So what that means for the general collective as a whole, as a human collective, there's going to be a lot of sensitivity and perceptions regarding our surroundings, our environment, okay? Our home environment, our work environment, our planet, okay? And there may be an element of insecurities arising with that. It's a very emotional full moon, a climax, excuse me. And so we're going to be feeling really kind of in transition, not really solid and founded, and kind of not really sure where things are going. On the flip side, this can also spark up a lot of imagination and creativity of changes that you'd like to make. So that's a good side of it. Leading from the 2nd of September, the new moon happens on the 17th of September in Virgo. And this is all about cleaning up shop. This is about looking at your surroundings and your environment and kind of decluttering, getting organized, okay? Getting rid of what no longer serves you and making the space for new things to come in, but really being on top of things, okay? So we have a real arc coming in the month of September for everyone. Okay, I do shuffle on deck, so I wait for jumpers out the pack. If it gets too boring, then please just fast forward. I always begin with about 20 seconds of the sound bowl just to tune in with my energy. If this reading does resonate, it means we are in tune with one another. So please like, subscribe, share and comment because it means we are in sync to some degree. Okay, and it does help me out as well. So, okay, so if we just tune in. Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. So let us see what the general energies are for the earth sign of beautiful Capricorn for the month of September 2020. This is an overall view, a theme, if you will, of the month, what you can expect for September. Remember, this is for the collective. Have purification. So we've got some deep cleansing coming in, a purification of the soul, a rebirthing, rejuvenative, restoring a sense of, I feel that solar plexus energy as well, that motivation, that fire in the belly, that illumination. Purification happens when we really look at the depths of our soul, our shadow side, the parts that we no longer want to, we've addressed it, we've acknowledged it, and we no longer want to have it inhabit our life anymore. So we purify and we let it go by giving love and moving forward and making space. Ultimately, you make space when you purify. Let us see what numerology has for us. So quite a spiritual start. Capricorn. For the highest good, please, for Capricorn, just one or two cards, please. Okay, I'll take all three. I usually have one. There we go. New moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. Yes, Capricorn, you are like the hardest workers of the zodiac. Okay, it is paying off. Okay, new moon, new starts, everything that you've worked on. Nothing will come of the situation. This has come up now in 3 readings. Void of course moon. So maybe it's definitely a sort of a global energy whereby people need to learn how to let go and release. And that will come in quite nicely with purification. Okay, so something that you've been working really, really hard on. Maybe it's your inner healing. Maybe it's a physical thing because you are earth. There's that realization that nothing will come of a particular situation that you put some effort into, but your hard work is paying off in other ways. And then a new romantic cycle begins. My goodness, a new romantic cycle begins. That also happened with you. I'm sure this came up in a previous month, not so long ago, with Capricorn as well. New romantic cycle begins. Ooh. Okay. So let's see how this all plays out. It seems pretty cryptic in the sense of no, nothing will come of the situation. I want to see where that arises. Okay, let us go to an oracle card for the month of September for Capricorn. Right, well, we've got 3 as well. I mean, usually I only do 1 card, but there we go. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being, deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held, purification. Mirror, who or what is triggering you? So I think that there is a couple of things that are going on with you, Capricorn. It is quite a busy month for you. So really the who or what is triggering you is that thing of nothing will come of the situation, in terms of there is a situation in your life whereby you feel like you're a bit stuck, where every time you try and make headway, it backfires, but all it is that someone else is reflecting some of your personal issues and triggers back to you, and that's why nothing will come of a situation. It's a bit of a vicious circle with regards to that. Then we got the birth in the new age, which is your hard work paying off, okay? And then the deep replenishment is this purification over here. So it's weird. I'm doing this all completely different, like how I usually do it, but it just feels right to do it this way. It's as if there is a situation that you're becoming pretty aware of this mirroring situation where something is reflected back to you. And usually people don't really affect us deep down unless we have a deep-seated issue of it. And so if they respond to you in a certain way, yes, they may know your triggers, but if they don't and they still respond to you in a certain way, it's gonna flip you out to a certain degree. You're gonna be very sensitive to it. So it's about looking deep within yourself before you start pointing the finger at others. And as a result of all those things happening, right, which is in a sense quite hard work sometimes. It is quite difficult to be so introspective. It's quite difficult to really look at the sides of you that you'd prefer just to brush under the carpet. You prefer just to not, you don't want to really see that happening. But I feel like that's the hard work that's working out. And then nothing will come of this situation is in the sense of like this backwards and forwards vicious cycle. As a result of all that happening and your hard work paying off in terms of coming into alignment, coming into understanding, deep understanding of that, that is when a healing can happen. That is when you can have deep replenishment. And deep replenishment really only happens when the soul or your personality or your sense of self, let's just put it that way, is had an aha moment with regards to either surprise being put upon them or really seeing something for as it truly is. And that can be quite heavy, that realization. It can be quite painful. And only after that situation, now obviously it could be an illness of sorts, but only after that sense of attack, whether it's attack from somebody else or attack on yourself by yourself, there is a need to then slow down, retreat, and start your healing process. And as a result of that deep replenishment, once you really start looking at it and really start loving yourself a bit more, forgiving yourself a bit more, seeing it from a new point of view, that's when the purification happens. And when the purification happens, that's the hard work. And that allows you to birth a new age, birth new ideas, birth a new mindset, a new way of looking at life, a new way of thinking about how you want your lifestyle to look like, how you want your surroundings to look like, based on the knowledge that you've received, based on the wisdom that have obtained as regard to this mirroring effect, this situation where you had to just let go now, let go of it. And with the new romantic cycle beginning, that could be coming later. We'll see if the tarot brings that up. But at the moment, I'm not really feeling this. All I'm feeling massively for September is the purification happens when you allow yourself the time just to acknowledge areas in your life that have been self-inflicted. It's about taking responsibility. That things that are affecting you are not necessarily imposed upon you from the outside world. Not necessarily. Look at your limiting beliefs. Look at your self-talk. See if those things are corresponding to the things that you want, because you could be working really, really hard at something. Say, for example, you're working at a really hard at a job, but you're just not getting that promotion. You're just not getting that recognition. Okay, and you think, well, hang on a second, I should be. It's that fault. It's that person's fault. It's that person's fault. And you get that anger. But actually, it's because deep down, you're thinking, well, I don't want to do this anyway. I don't really feel like it's moving me anyway. Or I'm working really hard, but yeah, they're never going to pay me anyway. They're never going to give me a promotion anyway. So it's really about looking at your self-talk and being a bit more conscious about that. Let's move to the tarot and see what comes up with tarot. I'm going to plop this over here because we are running out of space, because I don't normally do this many cards. But they all wanted to jump out, so we'll go there. We'll go there. I'm feeling quite, I'm speaking a little bit softer because I'm feeling like this is quite heavy. The purification will be beautiful when it comes about, but the process in getting there can be quite heartfelt, can be quite challenging. Let's try this. Capricorn for their highest good things. We have 3 cards, please, for Capricorn for the general views. Okay, we've got 4 here. Transformation. Okay, so this is change. This would be the Death card in traditional tarot. We have temptation, so this is attachments, things you're attaching onto. The Tower moment, okay, so surprises coming your way, shocks. probably feeling quite uncomfortable by seeing things for as they truly are. And then we have the Empress, birthing new beginnings. And of course we've got, with the Empress over here, birthing a new age. So definitely a start of the new. Now these are pretty significant cards. Now I have only, it is only the Major Arcana that I'm doing a slightly different setup, in the sense that I am using Major Arcanas to anchor the reading. And it's from The Good Tarot by Colin Baron Reid. They all have positive, really positive, good connotations to them. But immediately I see for you for September, Capricorn, a major shift and change, which is going to lead to some element of trying to hold on to certain attachments, whether they're relationships, whether they're jobs, finance, property, family, well, that could be relationships anyway, even spiritual attachments. The Tower is coming to shift that all up so that you can get into a more positive, creative frame of being. Very sort of divine feminine energy coming with this healing, or this purification and healing happening. So let us clarify. We're going to clarify with the Fountain Tarot. Okay. Why is transformation of peace for Capricorn? Thank you. Eight of Swords. Okay, so where in the past you've been feeling quite stuck, where you feel like there's no motion forward, it's almost like a self-sabotage card as well, because you feel caged within yourself, you feel stuck, you feel like you can't even defend yourself, there's no space around you, it's all coming almost to your throat over there. That is what's coming to change. That's what's changing for you. What else do we have? Do we have another one, please? Transformation. Oh, sorry, these are new cards, so they're very slippery. Okay, well, they had a lot of they had a lot of cards jump up for the Oracle cards, but not many for these ones. So the change for you is happening whereby where you have been feeling really, really stuck, really it's almost like at a standstill in front of a loaded gun, you know, you can't move forward, you can't move in any direction, but sometimes this can also be indicated as a self-sabotage card, because what you're doing is you're fixating on something, how it should have gone in your head, because it's mental, it's the air sign here. It didn't go according to plan, so that's got you stuck. It's got you feeling like, well, you can't move in any direction over here. Okay, that is what's coming to change. That is what is changing for you. Okay, let's see where the attachments are coming in. Where's temptation here, please? So temptation would traditionally be the Devil's card, which talks about obviously compulsions, perhaps addictions, depending on something, but that unhealthy compulsive attitude towards either material things, wealth, money, power, anything on the physical plane really, but even relationships. So let us look here. We've got the Knight of Cups, Three of Swords, Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups. Yeah, it's been difficult. It's been difficult. Okay. There is something that is very it's very heavy energy here. So I feel like you've been stuck emotionally, okay, in either a sort of a relationship or with yourself, because you've got the Knight of Cups here, who is that energy of that romantic person who wears their heart on their sleeve, would give you the shirt off their back type of person. Maybe not necessarily that grounded. He's not the King of Cups, so he hasn't come into maturity, the emotional maturity and emotional intelligence of it. But very willing to please, so romantic, really very sensitive person. And there's Three of Swords, this deep heaviness, this sadness, this almost suffering coming with regards to this person over here, or this, if this person is you, it could be you, it could be somebody else. It is a Knight, and then the Eight of Cups walking away to the Queen of Cups. So what's happening over here is it looks like it looks like you have been in some sort of toxic relationship. And the reason I'm saying toxic is because the Temptation card with these expectations, these attachments, toxic relationship in terms of it's been a bit unhealthy. It's been a bit too driven by not even manipulations, but it's that element of greed. You know, sometimes when you feel like you don't have enough, you want more, you want more, you want more. And that greed comes because you feel that there actually deep down is a lack. You know, so there's that compulsion to have more, to have more, to have more. But with the Three of Swords and the sadness and this heartbreak, to do with this a person here in your life, it can either be you or it is in your life. I see you walking away from that. Okay, I see you seeing the toxicity for what it is. And while it is very heavy, I see you walking away, because the Eight of Cups, this person walks away from, traditionally in this card with traditional tarot, 5 cups are upright and 3 have tipped over. And even though it was good, you know what, it just wasn't good enough. Okay, and then we've got the Queen of Cups energy. So that's stepping into the energy of being more emotionally stable, being more understanding and sensitive, being more of that listener, being more of that nurturing person. So you could either be stepping into this situation as a result of walking away from this toxicity, or there is someone else that's coming to help support you as you walk away from this. Ultimately, there's been a situation where you have felt at a standstill and you couldn't move any which way, and that's coming to change. And then the attachments and the compulsive behavior, the toxicity, just basically anything, any situation that has just become a little bit unhealthy. Okay, I feel like it's very emotionally driven. I see you walking away from that. You're saying goodbye to, because you can see it for what it is. And that's where the purification comes in. That's where it's you seeing something. Nothing will come of the situation with this toxicity here. Okay, so you're ready to walk away, but it's not easy walking away. It's very hard. Let's go to the Tower here. Why is the Tower card here, please? Why is the Tower card here, please? Thank you. Justice. Now, interestingly, Justice tried to jump out as a major arcana in the first, when I first pulled all these cards out, so it's quite interesting it's come out again. So Justice is coming in with the Tower. Is there anything else? Give us anything else, please. Anything else, please? The Tower card. Thank you. 6 of Swords. 7 of Cups. Right. Okay. With walking away from this toxicity, which I see you doing, so any toxic relationship or any toxic behavior, it is heavy, it is difficult, but you're walking away from it. When you walk away from it, Spirit throws divine intervention. Tower moment is the crumbling of, and surprises and even shocks sometimes, the crumbling of the things that you held once dear that now no longer resonate with you. Now, this could be in the workplace, this could be a relationship, this could be a belief system, this could be your physical home that's falling apart, okay? Whatever it is, metaphorically speaking, it's comes without any, you don't see it coming. It comes by surprise. And we have justice. So justice talks about things coming into balance and equilibrium. This could even very well be the justice system, the legal system, okay? And it's with regards to moving into calmer waters. So if once, I feel like even though there's a bit of a story playing out over here, I feel like all these energies are interchanging and all kind of linked together. But a surprise is going to come your way where justice is in your favor. Justice will be served, and it allows you to move again. This is a movement card, a motion card. This is also a walking away card. There's a motion, like a motion forward card. Okay. Justice is allowing you to depart, move on to calmer waters with clarity of mind, because it's a sword energy, which is intellect, the air sign. Justice is also Gemini energy. Libra energy, which is that air sign, that balance, that diplomacy. This justice is served and it comes in by surprise. You don't see it coming in. It allows you to move into calmer waters, okay? And it opens up new ideas in the emotional body of what should I do next, okay? So this could also be a little bit of a daydreaming card as well, but it allows the space for that, because once you've walked away from something that's been toxic, it took up so much space in your life, so much energy, so much focus in your life, that now that you've released that and walked away from it, justice comes in, which is divinely guided and intervened, comes in, allows for things to settle and plateau, and all of a sudden you discover you've got more space, you've got more energy to consider new options, and here you are considering new options. So the tower moment is going to be a surprise, but it's going to open your arena to new possibilities. And this walking away is definitely that purification coming in, okay? That this justice and this moving on to calmer waters is that purification, allowing yourself the opportunity, allowing yourself the gift to dream, allowing yourself the gift to think, well, what is it that I want in my emotional body? How do I want to be emotionally satisfied and fulfilled? And that's how the hard work is paying off, you know? It's not necessarily hard work. I think of Capricorn, you know, because it's like head to the grind, so, you know, like work hard. But I feel like the work is really happening with regards to being truly open and honest with yourself about any toxic relationships that are in your life that you need to move away from and purify, especially if things get a bit heated and climactic over the 2nd of September, which is that full moon in Pisces. Let's go to the Empress. So seven of Cups here, which is to do with allowing yourself to dream and having options and ideas around you, leading into the Empress, which is all that nurturing energy, that new birthing, new ideas, which is that birthing a new age. It's like you're birthing a new age for yourself, for your life. Usually, birthing a new age is like this collective global birthing, a new earth, all the rest of it. I feel like you're birthing a new age for yourself, just for yourself. Why is the Empress card here, please? Why is the Empress card here, please? Can you clarify the Empress card, please? Just a couple of cards, please. Ace of Wands. You see? Brand new beginning. Ace of Wands is that new fire-started idea that you have brand new idea that you have, that fire in your belly. Wands is fire, it's spirit, it's spirited, it's pushing forward, it's got potential to make something really happen. Ties in beautifully with the Empress, who can make it happen, because the Empress has all the resources she can within her, she needs within herself. She is all about fertility. She's all about abundance, creating. She comes from that almost that mythology, the Hawaiian mythological goddess Hernia, who can create anything out of nothing, you know. And there's that Ace of Wands, that brand new beginning. Anything more? And this could be in the romantic setting, because a new cycle begins. But honestly, I'm not feeling that very strongly. I feel like this is you. How do you want your lifestyle to be? How do you want your thought patterns to be? This is like a birthing, a whole new, it's like a life makeover. It's very inspiring and very exciting and promising. And it's Spirit as well saying, listen, we're giving you the space. You gave yourself the space to allow more to come in. Your plate was too full before. Now you've made space, you can allow more exciting expansions in. We got the Moon. We got the Hanged Man. Two major arcanas. And then we've got the King of Swords. Ooh, okay. So this Empress situation over here, which is the anchoring card. So that is the strongest current that is happening near the end of the month over there, about getting things organized and, you know, cleaned up, like I said before, around the 17th of September. We've got a brand new beginning, but there is a caution here, because things are not exactly as they seem. So it's asking you here that although this is very promising and spirited, and it can, the Ace of Swords can light quickly and it could die out quickly, okay? But this is a very promising sign. It's just that the situation around it, surrounding it, is not as clear, because we've got the Moon, which is illusions, things not being as if it was the sun, it would be illuminated. But this is sort of shadowy, can't think that clearly. And then we've got the Hanged Man. So what this is telling me, that this brand new beginning that you want to start, once you've allowed yourself the space to think about it, because you've been through the purification process. And this could also be with regards to a new person coming into your life romantically. But with that, it's advisable to wait it out a bit and see it from different perspectives. Don't jump, even though the Ace of Wands, you want to jump forward and make it happen. The Moon and the Hanged Man here says that there is a suspension on time. So allow things the time, see it from all angles, so that anything that's been hidden from you is revealed. Okay, so don't jump too quickly. Allow yourself the time to really mull it over from different angles, okay? And perhaps see some guidance from a legal figure, an expert in the field, a government official, a lawyer, anyone who's got expert understanding and who's has got scrutiny, is very detail orientated, can really look at the finer print of this new start that you want to have, okay? Now, if this is a person, as in a new romantic cycle begins, it is very fiery, but it might not be so clear cut. So again, the advice here is to suspend yourself and see it from many different angles, especially if it's a brand new cycle and you walked away from a relationship. It's best not to jump from one ship to the other. Give yourself the moment and the space to really see things from all angles. Allow the feverish emotions of the Moon to pass through you, because it will be an emotive time. And with the King of Swords, make sure that you see things very, very clearly. Make sure you look at all the finer details before you start committing again, okay? Because you've just cleared your cup. You started with like feeling quite bound, and then you made the big decision to walk away. You emptied your load. All of a sudden, now you've got possibilities open to you. And before you think of it, you just want to fill those voids. You want to fill that space that you've created for yourself with more responsibilities and commitments. And it's saying to you, hold out, hold out. Give yourself the time. Yes, this is exciting. Give yourself the time, wait it out, and look at the finer details. Okay, now that if this is a person that's starting your life, this person is very detail orientated, likes a finer print, very honest, very to the point, not like a jokey type character. You know, they're very intelligent and they could be quite, I don't know, clever with words, like, you know, their humor is pun orientated, you know, anything that has a double sort of meaning to it. But so if it is a person, is someone who is very clever and also quite cunning as well, but very, very straightforward. If it's not a new romantic cycle, because this is a general reading, it invites you to seek legal advice or expert advice before you go ahead and commit to this, okay? Because you've just emptied your load. You don't want to fill it up too quickly, okay? Make sure you get all the details before you birth that new creation. So Capricorn, it is quite a heavy month for you in September. I'm not going to lie, it's going to feel quite emotionally draining. Allow yourself the time to rest and be held, to retreat. Allow yourself the grace, the good grace, to be honest with yourself and see where things are really lie for you with regards to your relationships and your senses of attachments. I see you walking away from one and itching to start another one, but it's advising you here just to take your time, allow the purification to really fulfill its purpose, to go through the process so that you can really be in that still waters, so that you can make a solid decision moving forward, not anything impulsive. So that's all I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, subscribe, and share and comment. And I wish you much healing for September, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.